Want to know how to build Nais the Shadowthief to destroy the arena? Let me show you how. Hello, I'm Sola and today I will show you my build for Nais the Shadowthief. Nais is a top pick for all the PvP content now, so you name it, like live arena, classic arena, tag arena, so all this stuff, Nais really shines there. Why so? Because he has two really good factors: is a good damage and good survivability. And also, a part of that, since he's mythical champion, he can block revive your enemies and revive your champion. So he's like a damage dealer and support and tank in one person. So that's why he's really good, and you can take him almost in any condition. So and he will be a really good pick there. He also has some cons, but we will talk about them later. Let's move on to the guide. Before we start, let's actually check the skills of the Nais. So he has two forms. Base form is attack based, and the second form is HP based. And what is interesting about this champion, that he's scaled from HP on the second form, his damage I mean, and on the first form his damage is scaled from HP and attack. So similar to Rotos, you want to build him with HP and attack, like a hybrid champion. So it's can be a little bit tricky to build, but since you have like HP attack items, you can use them for him. So let's start with his A1. So it's attacks one enemy, ignores shield, unkillable, and block damage. So really good A1, which helps you to finish the enemies under protection buffs. So for example, helps you to deal with Odin or other guys who apply similar debuffs. So it's the damage is okay, not OP, and really useful passive, so ignoring these buffs. His A2. Attacks all enemies. This attack will not trigger counterattacks and ignore shield buffs. Also steals 20% of turn meter from each enemy. This effect cannot be resisted by enemy with then more 50% turn meter. So he does a lot. So he steals turn meter and he ignores the shields, so you can finish enemies under the shields. And yeah, and even this effect cannot be resisted. So good skill, and the damage is also good there. So I can tell you from my experience, again, not OP damage, you will not one-shot with this skill, but we don't need actually to one-shot the guys with Nais. It's more about the a little bit longer fights. So let's talk about his A3. Attacks one enemy, deals double damage to bosses, destroy target max HP, and decrease the target attacks defeats target's stats by 10% when the skill is used against them for the first time. The effect doesn't work against the bosses. Also increase this champion max HP. So simply you steal their buffs and give them to Nais. So each time, each first time you damage your enemies, you steal 10% of their buffs and give these buffs to Nais. And what is also good about these skills, that if he kills an enemy, he applies the block revive. So this skill single-handedly counters Sun Wukong, for example. You just attack them or any other glass cannon damage dealers. So you just shot them and pretty much the fight is over, because they cannot revive their glass cannons. But for the longer fights, or when you're facing the tanky enemies, you steal their buffs, you steal their stats, so you become stronger yourself, and you can stall them over with your damage. So like Metamorph is pretty simple, so you click to switch to the second form. Let's check the passive. Deals 5% more damage for each 10% target has lost. So the less HP your enemies has, the more damage Nais will do. Also prevents this champion death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when receiving fatal damage, then transforms them into their alternative form. This is another reason why Nais is really good. So we already saw the block revive, and now you want to one-shot him, but you cannot. You will be switched to alternative form, and yeah, this alternative form is HP form, so your HP will goes up, and you will what also good, you not only switch to alternative form, but you will take an extra turn, so you can use one of the skills in alternative form. Simply we have control on his A2 or protection on his A3. So let's check the A3. So he applies block damage and counter attack on him, also continuous heal, and these buffs are protected, so means they cannot be stolen or removed. And so simply like enemies want to kill you, you drop to 1 HP, turn the form, get your get some HP, place block damage on yourself, and then you attack with your A1, which will heal you. As you can see, each hit heals champion by 75% of their max HP. If the champion's full, each hit fills turn meter. So it's really good. So you can protect yourself, you can get your health back with continuous heal and with HP. And also you have the control on your A2. Attacks all enemies, place provoke debuff for 1 turn. If this champion has more than 50% HP, this debuff cannot be resisted. Really useful, don't need the accuracy for that. If the champion has more than 75% HP. If the champion has 50% HP or less, place stun. Debuff for 1 turn, this debuff cannot be resisted. So if you're low and you don't want to get the provoke, so they will kill you, you can simply stun them. And yeah, it cannot be resisted, as I said, so you don't need accuracy for that. And let's check his passive. It's really good also on this form. So increase this champion stats again, apart from the passive which you got from the first form, which still starts for you for every dead enemy and ally. So for example, it usually happens like that. All your team dead, Nais transforms in the second form, got protected by his A3 and got a lot of the stats because all your team dead, so he becomes really a monster. Then he heals himself with A1 or starts to control the enemy team with A2, and apart from healing, for each killed enemy he revives his ally, one of his allies, so with turn meter and yeah, 50% HP. So he's like a beast in the clutch situations, as I mentioned. So they can kill all your team, but you survive and you can kill them back and revive all your allies. That's why he's really good. So he does pretty solid damage, not like a super one-shot damage, and he's really difficult to kill. And like you can kill him, for example, with Marius if he's not tanky enough. So what Marius can do, he can drop him, so he will turn the form, and Marius will attack again because he has a passive, like every time you attack, Marius will attack you with A1, and then he can finish you off. But it works if you have low stats or they have really strong Marios. But for me, it's like maybe like one of the force Marios can do that to kill me. But usually I have enough damage, enough HP and tankiness to be able to place block damage on me, and then we'll start to have fun. So let's proceed actually now to gear choices. But before we move on with the gear, guys, don't forget to like this video, to leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. All this action really help to grow the channel, to make it more visible. Let's share this quality content with more guys out there. Thank you. So let's proceed to actually build. So I believe like the standard for the Marios is a little plus 4 pieces stone skin. Okay, instead of little you can use savage, but the idea like you have a 4 piece ignore defense set plus stone skin. So stone skin prevents us from killing, and even they can kill us even with the passive. So yeah, it's additional layer of protection, and little gives us damage. What we want to focus in our gear, like which stats. They're pretty standard actually also. So it's crit damage on the gauntlets, HP or attack percent on the chest plate, speed on the boots, or if you have enough speed, you can use HP or attack. So as you remember, we like a hybrid. We want both HP and attack. So again, HP or attack on your ring. Unfortunately, I don't have good ring, so I have a defense main stat. Yeah. Crit damage, of course, on your amulet, and HP or attack on your banner. So for the ascensions, it's again, you choose what you need more, attack or HP, so both will work. So as you can see, like I have attack, HP, attack, and yeah, for sure crit damage on the gloves, and additional HP or attack on the chest plate. As you can see, I have HP plus attack. You can do other way around, like attack plus HP, and additional speed on the boots, of course. And yeah, jewelry the same. Attack here, crit damage there, and attack there. So, and overall stats would look like this. So yeah, you want to focus for the HP. For me, it's like a mostly HP, 105,000 HP and 5,000 attack. Of course, you won't have 100% crit rate and 300 plus crit damage. Speed as much as you can get. So for me, I have a 6-star ascension. That's why the stats are pretty high, but you can calibrate them according to your level. So aim for 250 speed at least. This is a modern standard, yeah, and for 300% crit damage. The HP and attack as much as you can get. So I like to have a little bit more HP for additional tankiness, again, to survive this Marioses, and overall to have more survivability. And since we have HP based damage in the second form, so we want to have more HP since we will move to the second form eventually. Yeah, this was about the gear. Other options, I believe, you can use if you don't have lethal plus stone skin, for example, just lethal or savage plus cruel, but I wouldn't recommend that. So let's talk about relics which you want to use. So there are actually two approaches which you can use for the Marius. So relics which gives you more survivability and relics which gives you more damage. If we are talking about damage relics, of course it's the cut gaze, one of the best damage dealers relics for the legendary option, or you can always use malefic talon like crit damage, HP, always nice. If we're talking about the survivability relics, then I use personally Wand of Submission, because like I already have enough damage, so I want to prevent my Nais from the control, because the control is his weak part, so we want to have some protection from that. And it also gives us HP, which gives us damage, and also speed. So yeah, we want to be fast. So this is regarding the survivability. Also, apart from the Wand of Submission, if you didn't manage to get it, you can use the relic from the... let me show you. It was from the... yeah, Hatter's Reserve, because it gives you HP, attack, and crit damage, and also it works on your HP and attack. So it's pretty good on Nais and on the Rotos, this Hatter's Reserve. But I've decided to change it to... and I think it gives you more damage than the Wand of Submission, but I decided to get some extra protection from these Armanzes and all other guys who are placing like a stance and all the rest of the stuff. So yeah, that's why I gave him Wand of Submission. But if you don't have enough damage stats, then you should focus the damage relics. So let's talk about blessings. So there are several options for the blessings for the damage dealers in the current meta. And actually he has some extra. So you can use Lightning Cage to protect your stone skin and to protect other buffs which you place on yourself. So it's quite popular option now for the damage dealers. But since his buffs is protected, instead of Lightning Cage, you can use Chainbreaker. So Chainbreaker simply gives you chance that the control will be removed from you. So makes you more unstoppable. So if you have enough damage, it's a good thing to build Chainbreaker. So yeah, to prevent you from control. Else, an option, you can use Polymorph. For example, if you want to give some control to your teams. But now with Wand of Submission, remember that Polymorph can be reflected back, so I wouldn't recommend this option. And if we're talking about the clear, also Ward of the Fallen, it's a good idea. For example, if you don't have Stone Skin, so it gives you some additional protection and some additional survivability. So this one you can use. And if we talk about the clear damage dealer option, it's Soul Rip, but it's mostly not used since there isn't. We don't need like a Nais to one shot. We just want him to stall and slowly take their stats, block revive, and kill all the enemies like one by one. So we don't want just a one shot and like Jorgit or some other guys. So it's not this type of the champion. If we talk about the masteries, so we have a pretty standard nuclear masteries. So we are doing more crit damage, damage to shields, yeah, first hit damage, and of course Helm Smasher for additional ignore defense. And from the defense tree, we have some resistance, and yeah, and also we have counterattacks here. So we don't need accuracy tree, that's why we use defense tree instead. So pretty standard, I believe, nuclear masteries. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this champion. So as I mentioned, he's like jack of all trades. He can do all the stuff. He can do damage. He can be tank. He can survive and revive your team. And yeah, he decent in all of these roles. That's why he's really good. His cons, yeah, it's almost none actually cons. So of course he's like a magic affinity, and against if you face the full team of the force affinity, it can be a struggle sometimes because of the weak hits, but it's not like his con. It's mostly of the types of the ascensions. So yeah, I believe this is so the only thing which can give you problems. So for example, you can struggle against UDK because he's a force affinity. So yeah, and if you have only one damage dealer as Nais, yeah, it can be long fight, and he's not one shotter. So yeah, and guys, by the way, how are you building the Nais? If you have him, please write it down in the comments. So let me actually show you some fights with Nais. We can even grab one live arena fight before this session has ended. Yeah, we have the new season, and for me, I'm taking Nais like in 99% of the fights, because yeah, I have a 6-star ascension on him and he's built really well for me. So yeah, I'm not taking him first because not all the guys having him low on the season points. So I usually take him second. And yeah, with him you want someone who will increase his attack, for example Arbais, or it can be Arbiter. Let's see, he took the Fabian and all these guys. I think I will take Odin and block the Fabian. Yeah. So let's see. I think he will. He decided to ban them. Then I can leader the Odin because we have 3 world champions. Usually I leader with Arbais to also apply the increased speed for the Nais. So unfortunately we will not see him in this fight, but at least you got the idea how the picking process is going for the live arena when you're talking about the Nais. Let's try to remove the stone skin. Oh, that's nice. We don't need to use our A3 because yeah, let's sleep you. Let's maybe try to block her skills. We didn't succeed. Let's see if she can kill anyone. No, she cannot. So let's kill the Armands. And let's finish this fight. Okay, so the live arena session has ended. So let's actually check the classic arena. The teams I'm using with Armands. So I don't know, let's choose something. So I use this team. This is my main farming team. So we have 2 turn meter boosters, control, champion, and the damage dealer. So let's see if we can manage to do it on auto. And the good thing that if they're faster than you, so it's not over, you can still turn the tides. This is like a tanky team. Let's kill you. We got control. Let's control. And just stay 1 here. Yeah, we got block revive as you can see, which is really useful. Since they're boss on the petrification, I think we can just on auto. Yeah, this is the carnage with unkillable. Okay. So as you see, he's not one-shotting, but you controlling the situation and killing them slowly, one by one. Let's actually fight another Armands. So Armands into Armands can be sometimes tricky, but since we have like a Fabian, it should be okay for us. So yeah, we've got freeze back on the yeah, as you can see, so we drop him down and he changed the form. So we don't have Mario, so we cannot finish him. But usually they said AI to use his A2. I think it's a bad idea. For me, it's set A3 because now I can simply kill him like this, and the fight is over for this guy. But if he did place the block damage on him, maybe he could stall it a little bit longer. Yeah, and now we just finishing it easily. So let me try some other guys. You have someone interesting. For example, this team, they may be faster than us. Let me try. Let's make it more entertaining. No, we are faster than them. That's nice. So we can control the Yumika before she will control us. And now we can even get the second turn to control the Odin. Let's use our A2. So usually you don't want to use A2 against Marius because he will counterattack. But yeah, let's use it. Maybe we can kill him. No, it's okay. And yeah, so once Marius counterattack, Fabian will counterattack back. I think we can place it on auto. Maybe, maybe not. Let's kill the Odin before he will place block damage on everyone. So yeah, and now we're fully controlling the situation, and Nais is slowly killing everyone. Yeah, of course it's not the super speed farm, but it's what I like about it, that it's more controlled. So if something goes wrong, for example, if they're faster than us, we still have a chance to win, not just they one-shot us and we need to move on. So that's why I'm using Nais here. So yeah, you've got the idea about his usage in the PvP. So regarding PvE content, the only option where I use him is faction wars. Yeah, he's really good because he one-shot the waves and the new bosses, which requires a lot of the stats. So this is the only place where I use him. Maybe if you can use him in the another wave content, like, yeah, of course, Sintranos and Hard Doom Tower. So all the wave content, he is okay there, but boss content, no, he is not really shining anywhere on the bosses. So you can use him for sure because he has high survivability, but he will not change and make you speed farm team for some bosses. But he's so good that for arena and yeah, for the faction wars, that he's a really worthy pick. So this was it for today, guys. Thank you for your time watching. See you in another video. Solo is out.